What's up, everybody? It is the infamous XCIV, aka Infamous Dr. Davis, aka your host of the awesome show on MaJa Games. I want to preface this video by saying this is a different playthrough than what we've naturally been playing through on our other character, our other two characters now. I explained to you guys that mess up that I had with OBS, but that's, again, well, I guess it kind of ties into this video. What's going on here is I just had some footage of me, farming in the Tomb of the Giants. This is my just personal playthrough. I play him off camera. This is the one that I've just been playing for my own enjoyment, not necessarily been recording. But I wanted to test out a few things. First and foremost, I wanted to test out ShadowPlay. You guys know that I use OBS. I love OBS, and because I'm farming right now, I'm also going to speed up the video right here, so that you don't have to see the next 5 or 10 minutes or me farming these bonehounds. But I use OBS. I love OBS, but sometimes it gives me some issues, and you guys know that I'm never that smart to figure them out. I love the versatility of OBS. ShadowPlay I've never really used, or I'm right now I'm trying to familiarize myself with all the settings and whatnot. But the thing is it's super simple. It's like the whole opposite of OBS. I mean, I love OBS for that reason, for its versatility and flexibility and whatnot. But ShadowPlay is like the entire opposite. It's so simple. You have a few different options, a few settings, a couple clicks, and you're up and going. I mean, a 13-year-old could figure it out and get his own YouTube channel going. I'm mainly doing doing this as sort of like a quality test. So I'm going to upload this as raw as I can. I edited out a little bit of footage later on, but you'll still see the where it went problematic. But the quality for right now, it looks great. But later on, the part that I edited out, it just has some frame rate issues or something. The recording just looks kind of choppy. So it wasn't the gameplay. I mean, during the gameplay wasn't choppy, but when I went back and reviewed the recording, it didn't look up to par. So I edited that out just because of simply how bad it was. So you guys will catch the tail end of that right here. And before I get too far into what's going on in the video, I want to apologize that I haven't had too much content out lately. Me or my colleague, actually, JT, just because, we're both college students. We're dealing with the craziness of finals week, and, in college, life is pretty much awful. So I've pretty much tried to upload, and here I was just trying to end the video, but then I was like, oh, I got to show them this too. But I pretty much just tried to upload as much as I can with the amount of time that I have, and I haven't had any time, so I haven't uploaded anything. So this is just going to be like a shorter, not necessarily a shorter video, but just kind of like something that's less, less intensive to edit, I guess you would say. I have a whole ton of footage. Good news is I'm all done with finals, and I have a whole ton of footage to just edit and get out to you guys, which is great. So you'll see a whole heck of a lot of videos coming from me and my colleagues sometime here pretty soon, as we are done with finals and we're on vacation now. So what's going on here in this video is, again, I was going to end the video there, but then I was thinking, oh, I can show them something else. And right here, you'll notice that the video does get a little choppy. So what I'm doing is I'm just farming in the Tomb of the Giants. I like farming here just because I'm so sick of farming in Anne Orlando. I mean, if you farm the Sentinel Knights on the very first bonfire, yeah, it gives you more souls than it would farming here. However, if you farm both sides of the Sentinel Giants, well, for one, either side is equally as far from the bonfire, and they're both pretty far. And two, if you want to farm both sides, it's like a fucking football field run from one side to the other. So the reason I like farming here as opposed to there is, you still get 7,000 souls per trip, but the bonfire is a lot closer to the enemies that you're actually farming. So what I was just showing you guys there is you can actually walk past those bonehounds, and they won't aggro at all. But right now I'm human. I'm walking down here, and this is the first cool thing I wanted to show you guys. This is normally where the fog gate, the yellow fog gate, would be off to our right here when I pass this little cave. But if you're human and you walk down here, you just pass that little cave, and then boom, this pops up. We got Paladin Leroy. I wanted to wait for it to pop up. Paladin Leroy invades. And I want to take note that I have the Great Sword of Artorias +5. So the reason I killed him so fast here is basically the sword that I have. I like using the great swords and the great axes more so than anything. I like using some of the lighter weapons. You know, earlier on in the game, I love using the longsword. You guys have heard me say that, but I like the great swords and the great axes more so than anything, because this playthrough that I'm doing with this character is just kind of more of a well-rounded build than anything. He's not a faith build. He's not a strength build. He's not a dex or an endurance build. He's not a PvP build at all. He's just kind of, I wanted to make him versatile in just about anywhere. So I have my dex up to about 22 on this character, I think. 20 or 22. I have faith up to 21, I think. And I have intelligence up to 20. Part of that was just for the fact that you need those kind of stats to use the Great Sword of Artorias, and that's a badass sword, probably my favorite sword. And I also have strength up to 36, which allows me to use most of the heavier weapons like the great axes. Another one of my favorites is the Black Knight Great Axe, which is just a lucky drop. Another thing I have uploaded or updated is the endurance. So obviously I don't like running out of endurance, and at the same time gives you a bigger equipment load and you can still fast roll. So I have the Great Sword of Artorias, which is 10 pounds. The helmet that I have on, I shouldn't say pounds because it doesn't list pounds, 10 units, 10 weight units. And then the helmet I have on, the Elite Knight helmet, is 4.5 weight units, and then I have light armor from there on out. So I think the hard leather body is 5.9 pounds. The tights that I have on are close to nothing, and then I have black leather gloves on, which are about two weight units. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head down into the catacombs, and then I was going to show you exactly how you can get to Gravelord Nito without actually having to fight him. And then this is a way that you can get a cool weapon too. I don't do it in this video, but I will show you guys in a later video during the playthrough. Excuse me. I want to say that I am playing with the black leather mod, the recolor on the black leather, on the hard leather. So that's why mine's black. I think it looks pretty badass, and it matches a lot of the stuff that you have. There's a lot of like cool equipment in this game that's just black. So I think making the hard leather black just kind of brings things out a little bit better. It looks pretty cool. I will note that the Great Sword of Artorias makes it very easy to traverse the catacombs with the skeletons. Normally, what I like to do, and what I did in this playthrough, is I created a +5, I think it was a +5 Divine Claymore, and it's like 2 hits, and the skeletons won't respawn. That's something that you can either learn by going down into the depths, and right here you'll see the video gets choppy. So I kind of cut out most of the part where it's choppy and then just skip to this part. However, you can still see it, what's going on. Now, if you enter this coffin, you have to have a Eye of Death. There's normally a Demon Titanite in this hallway, but you have to have an Eye of Death in your inventory. You don't have to have it on your quick access tools, but in your inventory, and then you can nestle in this coffin, and then in about 30 seconds or so, it'll initiate a cutscene. So we'll wait for that. And we'll stare at this glamorous armor that I have on. I mean, the Elite Knight armor is probably one of my favorite sets of armor, but the fact that it's so heavy just makes me kind of shy away from it, because I'm all about the fast roll. I've said that before. I'm all about the fast roll. I like the fast roll more than anything. I will go down to, sometimes if I'm playing like a heavier build, I will go down to like the quarter roll or the half speed roll. That's when you have just over 25% encumbrance on your character. That's not too bad, because I have I like to use the Great Sword of Artorias, so I might put that in one hand, and then in my left hand I might use the +10 black tower shield that I have, which is that shield is awesome. I can kill a hollow soldier with that shield, which I mean, it's just pretty awesome. So here is, you're still in the Tomb of the Giants. After the cutscene, we have the Eye of Death. That's what initiates the coffin to transport to this area. We're still in the Tomb of the Giants, but this is the area where you would fight Nito. And this is where you can pick up the Paladin armor as well. So if you kill, I'm not sure if you have to kill Paladin Leroy first, and then that initiates the armor pickup, the armor drop over here. But I'm going to show you guys this armor real quick. I'm not sure if you have to kill Paladin or you can just walk in here and the armor's there. I've never actually tried that before. But this is a pretty cool set of armor, I must say so myself. It's a heavier set of armor, so we won't be able to fast roll, as you can see. But pretty cool set of armor. I'm not typically like a yellow kind of, not a yellow guy myself, but that's a cool kind of yellow. So there I'm just showing you the weight units of each particular piece of armor. Now, if you run over here, and then again, I will preface this by saying this is another point where I was going to end the video, but then I wanted to show you guys one other thing. You can pray to the sarcophagus of the Grave Lord Nito. This is where Nito sleeps. This is where he oversees all death. If you pray to him and then enter his covenant, you will get a really cool sword. I'm going to show you guys that in our Let's Play. And you can also get a really cool miracle as well. So this is where I was going to end the video for the second time, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Of course, there's always more in this game. There's always more to do. There's always more to explore. That's the two-handed R2 with the Artorias Greatsword. That's the only thing that I don't like about this sword, is that it's incredibly slow. The power attacks are incredibly slow. Both the one-handed and two-handed R2 attacks are incredibly slow. So I'm going to show you guys Grant. That's the weapon that we picked up from Paladin Leroy. This thing is awesome, but it's super, super heavy, 24 weight units. Which would put me at this point in time almost the full amount of encumbrance for a fast roll. So that would mean I could carry Grant without any other armor on, and then I could still fast roll. But you have to have a massive 50 strength. So I mean, even with two hands, it's not gonna work. So I would have to update my my strength to another 14 times to even wield this thing effectively. So the cool thing about this weapon is that like magic attack that it has, and you have to have 30 faith as well. So I would have to update my faith, level up faith on another 10 times. So I'm gonna run down here, and you can see how slow it makes this roll. It is 24 weight units. I was just checking that again. Then I just walk through that. But I wanted to show off the magic attack with this weapon, and I ended up breaking the weapon because one, I don't have the stats to wield it, and two, this magic attack actually, I was trying to get him to come down so that I could just, test it out on somebody, but then he ended up doing exactly what I didn't think he would do. But the fact that you do a two-handed R2 and that magic attack, that special attack, is similar to what you can do with the Drake Sword and the two-handed R2, where you just slam it down, it sends out a wave of energy. This attack right here actually will increase the rate at which the weapon's durability goes down. So I broke the weapon right here, and then I was like, ah, shit. So I'm just going to run back to the bonfire and then change out weapons. These guys were chasing me though, and I couldn't really run that fast because of all the heavy armor and the heavy flipping weapon. These 24 bloody weight units. And they were a little too close, so I couldn't rest at the bonfire yet. So we'll give it a second. But yeah, that's 0 out of 600 durability. So definitely gonna have to repair that. So I just quick threw on a different weapon because I figured that they were still behind me, and they were. And I just made short work of him. Wing Spear +9 for the win. But from here on out, you just see me rest at the bonfire, and I go to repair the Grant since I broke it. That's about all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the little footage that I did have, just some kind of random stuff that I wanted to put out there, just so you guys had some content. I will come out with a couple Let's Play episodes very, very soon, and I hope to see you in those other videos. Peace.